Welcome to the Healing Hour, and we are now live and waiting for your call. This is the Healing Hour for October the 10th, 2017, and we're standing by for your call this hour. You can phone in toll-free at 1-866-369-7464 or 1-866-dowsing. Or you can click the link and join me live through your smartphone or your webcam. So standing by for your call, and let's see if we can provide a clearing for you today. I'm just going to type that up right now, 1-866-369-7464, the Healing Hour. So if you missed the opportunity just earlier at 2 o'clock today to attend the house clearing online through Zoom, not to worry, it will be an online course, the Ordinary Healing Arts Academy. So if you've already paid and weren't able to attend, you should be able to come back and take it later at your convenience. So if you missed it, it's $33 US in order to participate. So we hope that you will have that opportunity. So standing by for your call at 1-866-369-7464 or type in your questions and we'll get them right here. So I know there's been a lot of requests for clearings in the last few days. And as soon as I can get that open, we'll take a look at some of that right here. All right, so here we go. I'm just opening up the Dowsing Energy and Healing Facebook page to see what we have going on. There's been a lot of few days, requests for a few days, and as soon as clearings in the last as I can get clearings in the last few days. So here we go. And get our page. Right. So sorry about that. We're getting an echo, so we're going to try and get rid of that echo right now. All right. So we are back alive, and sorry for that echo. And we're standing by for your call at 1-866-369-7464. So give me a call. And we're just going to see if we can get into Facebook on my iPad. And so while we're waiting, please feel free to phone in with your questions. So this morning in the house clearing workshop, we were able to learn 4 different methods. So this is the right time of year to clear those haunted houses that you may be visiting with your clean walk. Or maybe it's the fact that your house needs a good clearing as well. So if that's the case, then I highly recommend that you learn how to do a house clearing. And the 4 different methods, one is quite pretty straightforward and simple. And that is, you just imagine that your house is a live being, which, by the way, it is. It has its own spirit. And you just imagine putting it in a chair and having a conversation with you. So just imagine it in a chair, sitting across from you, and you have this conversation with the house, and you tell it why you want to have a clear house and what you want to do in the house, and ask all the disembodied spirits to please leave, and you apologize for any human interactions that may have been inappropriate happen in the house before, and that you will make every effort to clean it up from now on. And usually that's a very powerful message to the house that it can then work with to change the consciousness and for everybody in the house and makes it much more comfortable for everybody inhabiting the house because there's no longer problems of possession. So we're just trying to get into Facebook here on my iPad so that I can answer all the questions there, do all the clearing. So luckily we may be in there now. So yes, thank you for all the feedback through the Dowsing Energy Healing Facebook group. We have 1,800 plus members in there now, asking really great conversation. Very excited about the last interview that we did on the wellness show with regard to the fact that with actually learning how to do a court of appeal. And that was very powerful to learn how to do that. And I think we had as many as 800 people come and listen to that and to have the experience of what it is to be able to have your own session with a court of appeal. And so, Marianne Ellis, that was a great interview and so much great feedback as people put that into practice in their lives and to resolve all their family issues. Unresolved family issues are their lineage, both matriarchal and patriarchal. It's great for that. Any conflict that you're having with anybody else or litigation that's underway, this is really a great way to clear that all up, so that you can approach your life with more ease and grace. You cleared the trauma, or you cleared the misunderstandings between you and everyone else, so that you can step forward. So the nice thing about that is that you just can go about it. Once you've asked that to happen, you can just go ahead and about your business and care of. So we're still standing by here for your toll-free call. So 1-866-369-7464. So give us a call and we'll arrange for a clearing for you. So I was just asked when the house clearing was. The house clearing was at 2 o'clock today. And if you missed it, not to worry. You can, it will be an online course on the Academy that you can be able to come back and take at your leisure. So not to worry. So standing by for your call, 1-866-369-7464. So we're just trying to get into Facebook here. So standing by for your call, 1-866-369-7464. To have anything clear that you'd like to have taken care of. Seems to be quite quiet out there now. All right, here comes a call in from Melbourne in the United States. Hello, welcome to the Healing Hour. How may I help you?
Hi, Tyson. It's Annette. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm trying to get on my Facebook with no luck whatsoever. But so thank you for phoning in.
I tried to connect. I'm doing too much right now, but I did a house cleaning real early this morning, and I know the atmosphere of the land. You know, I know that the land is not too good here. So I wanted to ask you if I have cleared. I did my pendulum, and I used Saint Germain also in the middle of the house. If everything is clear, because there were portals in the house.
Right.
So,
well, let me just have a check on that. Just give me a sec here. I'm just going to see if I found my magic password to get into Facebook. So I'll just check your house on a scale of 0 to 100 with your house being free and clear. Let me just see. So you did partially. It's about 50% clear right now. So that's good. That's a good start. So let's do the short clearing for it right now. So it would go something like this. So spinning your pendulum counterclockwise, repeat with me. I translate, transmute, transfigure.
Healing.
I translate, transmute, heal, and repair.
Heal and repair.
Yeah. All non-beneficial energies.
All non-beneficial energies.
In and around or through my house.
In and around and through my house.
Including any geopathic stress underneath or passing through my house.
Including any geopathic stress in and above and below my house.
Right, or passing through my house.
Or passing through my house.
Great. And I undertake this clearing through the multidimensional levels of reality.
I take this clearing as a multidimensional areas of my clearing.
Throughout the multidimensional areas of reality.
Throughout my multidimensional areas of my clearing.
And throughout all time, space, and dimensions.
Through all times and dimensions.
And I declare it so.
And I declare it so. So be it.
It is done.
It is done.
All right. So there you go. That's cleared. So let's just see how long that is good for. So 1 day, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So is it done for good? No. Does it need to be done in a week? No. Once a month? Yeah. So just remember to reactivate vortex you created with a Saint Germain energy. And if it feels a little bit wonky, and of course wonky being a technical term, clearing as well. All right.
Well, I listen to the tapes I have the tapes running from adults and then he gets out.
Yeah.
And also I have olive oil around the windowsills. So that helps somewhat, and sea salt near the entrance portals. Also have crosses on every doorway so that when people come in, any negativity will be hit. And
Yep.
that seems to help too.
Yeah, I've never heard of those things before. But so again, you using salt to do what?
By the windows, so sea salt.
So windowsills and the doors?
Outside the door, I use sea salt.
Yeah, sea salt under the mat.
At different doors,
Yeah.
I have crosses.
Right, and a cross above the door. All right. Well,
and olive oil is used in the sign of a cross on the panes of the.
And so olive oil in a form of a cross on the panes of the window. Yeah, I've never gone that far. I've always had success with just doing the other things, but there's nothing wrong with doing it the way that you are. You know, always the best thing is, does it work? And if it, it's good, right?
When a person though goes down, let's say 30 feet into the ground, how do you know that the clearing of that will penetrate below as so above?
Just ask. I mean, you're in charge of your life, so whatever you command. So, I mean, you're essentially the creator God, created in his image. So, in the beginning is the Word, and the Word is, and you declare it, and it must be so. It's just that. That's the way it is. So, whatever the intention is, you just also, if you've listened to the Marianne Ellis on the Court of Atonement, she's saying that it's very powerful. So when you say I and then state your name, so mine would be, my birth name is Jeffrey Hugh Bennigan. So I, Jeffrey Hugh Bennigan, hereby declare, and then da 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 da. Then that has a very powerful command that will be obeyed. So I encourage you to do that. So you would say, state your name, and I command that this clearing reach, whatever depth above and below, around or through my house that's necessary to clear all that no longer serve the light, or the law of one to return to the light immediately. And I declare it so be it. It is. Okay?
Okay.
Great.
Yes, that was perfect. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right. Have a great day and have a clean house.
Yes, so thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Bye for now.
Talking to you. All right.
All right. We have, just going to show on the screen here, we have a request from Eli. I'd like to clear my energy field, financial blocks, and past traumas. Thank you. Well, Lee, if you haven't already, I suggest you go to the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group and download the short clearing. And the short clearing is what you use after you've done the 21 days of the deep clearing. Now, if you haven't done the 21 days of the deep clearing, I encourage you to do that. That's also in the files that you can download. But that having been said, you can still start the short clearing anytime that you want. So short clearing for your energy field to increase financial abundance would be quite simply, well, let me describe it this way. The money that you attract to yourself is equal to the frequency of vibration that you are manifesting or projecting into the world. So if you have any shame, doubt, guilt, fear with regard to money or abundance or prosperity, that's going to block the return flow of money back to you. So we're really talking about a personal relationship between you and money. So maybe in your childhood you were told that in order to be rich that you had to do this or whatever it was, or that money was evil, or only the rich deserve to have money. I don't know what you may have heard, consciously or unconsciously, it all out. And you want to raise your vibrational frequency so that you and money are vibrating at a frequency in which that abundance flows to you with ease and grace. What happens when you're able to do that is if you are somebody who has clients, then the clients will interact to you with little or no marketing. If you're in a job when you do that, then most likely you'll end up having a raise or being recognized for the talents you have. So I'm just going to do the short clearing for you. If you're listening to the call, you can download from the short clearing from the Dowsing and Energy Healing Facebook group, and it would be found in the files section. So like this, spinning your pendulum counterclockwise, it would be, I translate, transmute, transfigure, heal, and repair all non-beneficial energies in and around and through my being that block the flow of financial abundance from me and to me. And I clear all of my erroneous beliefs around money, wealth, prosperity, abundance that I may have from any source, from my matriarchal or patriarchal or soul family. And I clear myself throughout all time, space, through all the multidimensional layers of my being, where I may have any false belief. I clear this and throughout all time, space, and dimensions. And I declare it so. And because it's money, I would say the Ho'oponopono prayer. I'd say, I love you, money. I'm sorry, money, that I don't understand my own self-worth unless it's expressed to me in money. So I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, because I wouldn't have this problem with money if I loved myself unconditionally. So I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you, money, for not showing up in my life to show me that I need to love myself even more than I have so far. and then you say, I declare it so be it. It is done. So money is a real good indicator of yourself. You love yourself, when you have radical self-love, radical self-forgiveness, then the flow of money is just spontaneous into your life. So if that's not happening for you and you're on this call, then I really encourage you to do two things. One, do a deep clearing around money for 21 days, either in doing the short clearing that I just gave you or words to that effect. And also head over to the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group. Listen to the last wellness show. It's also on the Academy YouTube channel, in which Mary Ann Ellis and I have a discussion around the Court of Atonement. And if you get her short booklet, in there is a whole way in which to bring money to the Court of Atonement so you can clear anything that's in the way of your relationship with money and money's relationship with you. So Lee, thank you for that. That's a great question. And may you be blessed with lots of money. Okay. I'm just going to put up the link here so that you can click that link on the screen and join me live on the show if you'd like to. The link. So it's the Be Live TV / broadcast, the Healing Hour, and then the date show / show - guest. You should find that anywhere that the show is being broadcast. It should be above the broadcast. And you just click that link and you'll join me live. So we're now on the Dowsing Energy Healing Facebook group. I'm just going over there. And Jeff Soto yesterday asked, for anyone that did or is currently doing the deep clearing protocol for 21 days, I started to do it a few days ago, and I've been remembering my dreams every day. I'm not having necessarily nightmares, but things that I've had in my life that hurt me. Even the other day, I woke up crying because of all those dreams. The thing is that I don't remember my dreams when waking up for the longest time, more than a year. But when I started the protocol, I have. Is that normal? This is a great comment because, what I said was what is normal for you may not be normal for others, but you releasing what no longer serves you is great. You could add some of Amy Jo Ellis's Court of Atonement sessions as well to clear up any relationships with yourself and others. Keep up the clearing work. And then, so that was the feedback to her. And she went on to listen to the Court of Atonement broadcast on the Wellness Show. And then Raja Ale asked, how do you undertake a deep clearing? And I told him, gave him the link and go over to the Energy DA website, and in the left-hand column, you can download the free deep clearing program by signing in, or you can just go over the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group, join there, and you'll see the link as well there for the free deep clearing 21 days. And Jenny Hostler commented, I do remember having very vivid dreams when I did the clearing. Some of them were also sad. It got quite difficult to do a couple of times, but keep at it. I found it worthwhile in a lot of ways. So it's interesting because people are having these sorts of memories, dreams, feelings and emotions coming up, which is wonderful. It means that the deep clearing is working at a very, very deep level and letting go of all those things that no longer serve you. And if you are doing the deep clearing or the short clearing, please remember that the deep clearing is only part of the agenda. The full agenda is to focus on what you don't, is not to focus on what you don't want, which is the clearing part, which is great because it does get it out of the way. But once you've done that, please remember that you're coming to zero or a 0 point. You've cleared through all space, time, and dimensions, and now you want to install what you do want. And so be really clear that you want to install for abundance. You want to be in the right place at the right time. You want your life to be full of ease and grace. All those things are good things to fill it with. So I really encourage you to do that. So really fill the void with what you do want, six-dimensional energies of love, light, and tone, abundance, prosperity, ease, and grace, all those good things that you like to have. So we're standing by for your call, 1-866-369-7464. If you'd like to join us by phone, that would be wonderful. So we'll just put the number back up. It's 1-866, it's toll free in North America, 369-7464. And don't forget, you can also join by your webcam by clicking the link that you'll find wherever this is being broadcast, or through your webcam, and you can join me live right on the show by video, and people can see you. So just going to show you the number now. Toll free in North America, 1-866-369-7464. So we're moving on. If you haven't listened to the wellness show, like I said, the interview with Amy Joan Ellis about the Court of Atonement, I highly recommend it. Right now, there's been 715 views, and we might as well get it to 800. So there's been a lot of interest around that. And if you can't find it on the Facebook page, you can type in Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy into YouTube, and you can find it on our YouTube channel. And by the way, if you do get on the YouTube channel, please like the YouTube channel. We'd like to get it to 1,000 likes, and then we can actually start marketing and get this all paid for. So help us get the Academy YouTube channel, the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy YouTube channel, to 1,000, that we can begin advertising and paying for all these great shows that we're producing. All right. I wanted to let everybody know that we have a really good special for October, and that is that it is my premier dowsing class I've made available for this month for $97. And that's such a really good deal. It's normally $297. It includes my book, Personal to Global Dowsing, includes 8 hours of video training, plus it gives you access to my other course, which is More Than a Beginner's Dowsing course, for free. So I highly recommend it. This is a once in a lifetime or once a year special birthday celebration discount for you. So I highly recommend that you take advantage of this. So that's $497 worth of training on evergreen courses for $97. And the link is in the Dowsing and Energy Facebook page, and I hope that you take advantage of that. It's well worth it's the best deal ever. So moving on from that. So let's look what people were asking for personal deep clearing on Tuesday. So Lords, it's Iztiga. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. She says she wants all. Nagish Rao Sartitsa wants to clear around relationships. Wiley Coyote has many different requests here. He wants to clear all of the above. And so Annette wants to clear, she was just on here, all trauma with the people that she feels are bothering her. And Paulette wants to let go of whatever energy is stuck in her. And Cynthia wants to let go of fear. And Regina wants to let go of all of the above. And Monique wants to let go of ancestral oppression. And Gabrielle wants to do all of the above. And Carol Quinn says sibling resentment and betrayal. Wow, that's a lot. So yes, so sibling resentment and betrayal, Carol Quinn. I really highly recommend that you get listen to the interview on the wellness show with Mary Ann Ellis around the Court of Atonement. It is really, really good for dealing with family of origin issues. You could call your siblings and yourself into the Court of Atonement and ask that the timelines be run for all of you so that all misunderstandings are taken care of, and you leave it to the Court of Atonement to take. And guess what? It will actually, magic will happen, and situations will be resolved on the higher dimensional level, at the soul level. So that's an easy, straightforward, no fuss, no muss approach to do it. If you wanted to use a short clearing, which is another way of doing it, it would go like this, spinning your pendulum counterclockwise. And by the way, you download the short clearing from the Dowsing and Energy Feeling Facebook page. It's in the download it. Just change the words in the brackets and then undertake it. And the words would be something like this. So, Carol Quinn, in my holy name, undertake this clearing of all non-beneficial energies between myself and my siblings, and all non-beneficial energies that have created misunderstandings, that have created resentment and betrayal, understandings. And I undertake this clearing with the assistance of my light team, and I undertake it to the multidimensional level and through all the multidimensional levels of my siblings' beings. And I call on my guides and their guides to assist in this undertaking, that this be undertaken throughout the multidimensional levels of reality and throughout all time, space, and dimensions. And then, because it's very personal, I would do the Ho'oponopono prayer, which would be, I, Carol Quinn, declare I love you, all the siblings. I love you. I'm sorry to all the siblings to have this feeling that I could learn where this resentment resides inside me so I can heal it self unconditionally and have radical forgiveness. So I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me to all my, if I'd known how to do this, to love myself radical and have radical self-forgiveness and self-love, I wouldn't need you to approach me with resentment. And now that I understand that, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And thank you for showing up in my life as my sibling so I can learn how to love myself unconditionally and have radical forgiveness both for you and for me. And I declare it so be it. It is done. Thank you. Ho'oponopono, can look that up. I highly recommend that you do. Is that everything that happens in your life, even your siblings being in your face, or any resentment, or somebody wants to take you to court, or there's some misunderstanding, or somebody's being rude to you, or you're not getting the job that you want, or whatever, is because you've asked for it to show up so that you can have the learning necessary by it showing up side of yourself so that you can look to come to that side of yourself. So in other words, sibling resentment means that there's some part of the resentment inside of yourself that hasn't been resolved. And when you resolve love and forgiveness and don't betray yourself, then no more betrayal or resentment from anybody else will show up in your energy field, Carol, and you'll be done with that and for all. So thank you, Carol, for being vulnerable and asking for that. Same with Monique. Ancestral oppression. The only reason there's ancestral oppression in your life is on the soul level you've asked for that to occur. The only reason you've asked for that to occur is learn not to oppress yourself. So you would personal power, stand in your truth no matter what. And if you don't know how to do that, I have an online course, 7 Power. It's in the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy that teaches you how to use the deep clearing, take back your power, stand in your truth, and love yourself unconditionally, and have radical self-forgiveness for all of the ways that you may have messed up or not loved yourself or loved others or oppressed others in this lifetime or any other lifetime or any possible future lifetime. Once you have that, you'll never from any and all never ever show up in your life again. So once you get it done, it's done for good. So Monique, I really encourage you to do that. So Cynthia Quinn, same thing with fear. You could have a court of atonement with fear, with all the reasons why fear is showing up in your life. You need to have fear. What is learned inside so that you have no fear, of course, is love. And if you love yourself unconditionally and you give yourself radical forgiveness, then there's no need to fear anything because you're in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, and there's nothing to fear. So if that's too complicated for you, or that you just put it in the Court of Atonement with a relationship between you and fear, ask the Court of Atonement to be convened, state that you want to deal with, get into the court with you and your higher self, and have it resolved in the Court of Atonement, that freedom of fear. All right, good one. All right, Paulette. Let it going of whatever energy is stuck in here. Yeah, your body's trying to tell you something that he doesn't want to hear. So the left side of your being is really usually, left is usually male. So what part of the male energy do you not want to hear? Is there a Paulette, is there a loved one you're not listening to? Is there an ancestor on the matriarchal lineage that you're not listening to? Are you not listening to your own guidance you're receiving from your left ear? What is it about your left ear that your body's trying to tell you? And if you don't know what it is, don't necessarily have to worry about it. Just undertake a clearing using the short form that would go something like the counterclockwise. You say, I, Paulette J. Risley, in my holy name, do undertake this clearing of all non-beneficial energies that are stuck in my left ear into the multidimensional levels of my being and throughout all time, space, and dimensions, both known or unknown. I ask for assistance from my guides and my light team to undertake this clearing 24/7, 365 until I'm whole, sound, and complete. And I do the Ho'oponopono prayers. I love you, my body. I'm sorry that I don't understand the messages you're sending to me. So I have to feel something stuck in my ear, which is actually stuck in my life. And so I'm sorry. Please forgive me, because if I understood this, I wouldn't need to feel it in my body. And thank you, body, for showing me what it is that I need to learn. So I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. And then you ended off by saying, I declare it so, so be it. It is done. And the installation, Paulette, would go something like this. So I install into my body fifth dimension that I'm always in the right place at the right time, that I can always understand is from my body, that I clearly want to live and learn and grow without pain in my body, that I want to learn with ease and grace and gratitude. And I ask for the assistance from my light team to make this so. I'm always in the right place at the right time for my next best step. And I declare it so, so be it. It is done. Great. Well, thank you, Paulette. That's a good one. Annette, we did with you, dealt with yours. Wiley, you're going to have a whole bunch of ones coming up. Relationship for Nagish, we did that already. Lords, it's already of all the above. Okay, great. So that was for the Tuesday clearing. So let's move on here. We've talked about house clearing. We've talked about the interview. Let's see here. Moving on down. Welcome to all the new members. Thank you for joining us. The tribe is now 1,828 and growing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nico says, I've been dowsing for property clearing. It makes me feel sleepy. Yeah, that's really interesting. I've never heard of that before, but why not? So, it just means that that you're getting results, which is wonderful. So don't forget, you can call in toll free 1-866-369. It's on the screen. So let's go back to where we were here. Well, let's put me back in my own Facebook page. So let me just see if we can back over to dowsing and energy healing. All right, there we are, dowsing energy healing. We're bringing it up again. All right, so we did the Tuesday clearing. We talked about house clearings. We talked about the interview on the wellness show with Mary Jane, with Amy Jo Ellis, which I highly recommend. It's now at 717 people have listened to it, and I think there's 8 to 10 people on the Academy that have listened to it on YouTube. Okay, this was a really interesting one, and we discussed this as also in the interview, and that is this is from Sherry Sims. I don't think I've ever posted here before, but I enjoy your posts. Tyson Benning, and I was wondering about your thoughts on dowsing to stop or reverse wildflowers. I'm in Orange County, California, and we have some awful fires happening here as well as in Northern California. Yeah, and I really encourage everybody to listen to Amy Jo Ellis' interview on the Wellness Show about the Court of Atonement, because she talks about talking to hurricanes, and that each hurricane has its own energy, has its own consciousness, and of course they're named. They have a name, and they have a personality, and each one is different, and each one is has a job that it's doing, and so it's really, from Amy's point of view, not our job to interfere with it. However, we can ask that the hurricane do whatever it needs to do to clear whatever energy with the minimal amount of damage to human and other life forms. And most hurricanes will then respond to that in a positive way. So I recommend that you do that. And here we have a caller from Clarkstown, New York. So welcome. You're on the Healing Hour, and who am I talking to?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the Healing Hour, and who am I talking to?
Yep, my name is Donna. Hi.
How can we help you?
Oh, you know what? I was trying to, I'm sorry if I'm a little confused. I was trying to get into the site itself, and I wasn't able to, so I actually called the number. Is this to listen to the talk, or is it for a request?
It's to listen. Well, it's for requests. It's for this is the Healing Hour, and you can ask for requests, but you can ask any question around dowsing, energy, healing, any of the tools I make. Anything that has to do in any of those areas is fair game. So ask away.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, I guess I was mostly interested in. I have a family member who's on, who's doing ongoing chemotherapy.
Yes.
And I guess I wondered if you address that with any of the tools and where I might, obtain the information, and I've heard conflicting information of how you do, not you personally, but how healers do energy work with those people who have cancer. One school of thought is that you don't introduce energy into someone's field. Another is that you either remove energy. So I guess I would like to know your opinion, perhaps.
Yeah, that's a really, really good question. And yes, there's different points of view around that. So number one, most people that have cancer, everybody, they're overwhelmed to start with. One, it's the diagnosis itself is probably more shocking, more of a conflict to them than anything else. So the diagnosis itself is horrendous for most people, because most people see it as a death sentence. So I wish, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not giving him medical advice, but I wish doctors would come up with some way of of introducing the issue of cancer rather than making it so scary. Okay, so one, that's number one. Number two, their body is trying to tell them everything that's happening in the body is because they're not dealing with something inside of themselves. Usually the biggest issue is around self-love. There's some guilt, shame, doubt, fear, usually at the family level, usually at between 0 and 7, that they haven't reason to be in the relationship with their children, or it could be actually in a past life. It's in this lifetime between 0 and 7. There's something that they picked up as a child, some misunderstanding of what happened between their parents or between the parents and themselves, or whatever it is. But their body's really trying to tell themselves that. And if they can do that, if they can figure out what that is, and even if they just forgive their body, right? Or forgive themselves and their relationship and their body, and the cord of atonement, which we were just talking about with Amy Jo Ellis's interview around the cord of atonement, even taking that into the cord of atonement, so you have a conversation with the body at the soul level and apologize it, or even doing the Ho'oponopono prayer, even if you don't know what the conflict is with the body, will help. So is this person related to you?
Oh, yeah, it's my dad, actually.
All right, then you have all the right to clear him like crazy in whatever way that you want. And so I would do the deep clearing for him. I do the short clearing for him. I dig the cord of atonement for him. Learn how to do that. Get the booklet. I do anything and everything for him, because on the soul level, you made an agreement to incarnate with him. And so his life, your life are intertwined. And so you have a divine right to take this on. Okay, so that's the first thing, or something to think about. Yeah, you made about energy healing, and cancer. Yes, if you're going to send energy, you want to, actually what I would do is I'd do the clearing. So I want to clear energies that are affecting the growth of the cancer. One of the problems with just healing energy is that cancer can pick it up and just keep growing, and that's not what you want. What you want to do is clear what no longer serves them, which is all the issues, unresolved issues, trauma, core fractures, misbelief, misunderstandings, blah, 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 that's in the way of them being able to heal themselves. And the cancer is just showing up to show them that they need to deal with this in a new radical way. And as I said, the fundamental problem usually is learning to love themselves unconditionally and radical forgiveness of whatever they've done to whoever in the past lifetime. Just forgiveness. That's the name of the game. So there. Also, I did an interview on the Wellness Show with a medical doctor who prescribes cannabis, and she's licensed to do that. And I highly recommend that you go to the Wellness Show. It's www.thewellnessshow.ca. Look, and I can't remember her name. She's a cannabis doctor. I think she's out of San Francisco. And she has prescriptions for cancer. And I know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing. I'm using the words of the other doctor. But injections of cannabis oil on a large scale really is effective. Okay, something to look into. Secondly, ozone therapy works for a lot of people. But again, these are things to show down the cancer. The fundamental thing is, what is the underlying issue? That's really the most important thing. So the short clearing, deep clearing, deep clearing, long form, and the cord of atonement are the ones that I'd start with, and then I'd follow up with, ozone therapy, and also vitamin therapy, and also cannabis. And also, if you look at green smoothies, fitting them the vitamins and nutrients into their body they need to heal, that's very powerful too. So there's some real good evidence of highly, like 2/3 greens and 1/3 fruit in a green smoothie gives the vitamins that the body needs to bring about the healing and kicks the healing modality in. Another one is drinking alkaline water, so the body moves from being acidic to alkaline, cancer exists in an acidic environment, does not live in an alkaline environment. But again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm just, as a wellness provider, offering you alternative suggestions for you to do an experimental basis. All right, is that helpful? Any other questions around all that?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're most welcome. And by the way, you can do all this. And if you can get him to do the deep clearing and talk to him about forgiveness and radical self-love, if he's at that stage, then go for it. It's better than having a conversation on his deathbed. Sooner or later, that's the work that we need to do before we pass on, is all that forgiveness work. You know, all that, oh my God, why didn't I love my children better? Or I'm sorry about this or that or whatever. It's best to get it done now.
Yes, I hear you. May I ask one quick question? When you talk about the book clearing and the deep clearing, is that something that I could find on your website? Or
yes, absolutely. If you go over to the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group, it's in the files section. That's one way of finding it. If you could go to www.energydetective.ca, it's all one, Energy Detective is one word. If you look in the left-hand column, you'll see deep clearing. It will show you a video that you can follow along. If you're going to use the video, please shut the video off periodically and repeat it out loud. So it would be something like, I clear myself and my father, and you'd state your name, and then undo the first sentence, and then do the second sentence, do the third sentence. But even better is to fill out the form, which will then send you an email. You have to say that you want to subscribe by clicking on the link. The next email back will give you the downloadable link for the text. So there's two different ways to get it.
Yes.
All right? So that's two different ways.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Good luck with it. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
You're most welcome. Bye for now.
Bye.
All right. Standing by for your call, 1-866-369-7464. And thank you for that last call. We were talking about cancer and ways in which we can deal with that. All right. So this was a question for regards to, is there a good book for dowsing? I have a couple, but I don't trust my results. Could be me. Thanks in advance. This is Josh Richards. Yes, well, the best short book, which is for free, and actually I think I have it in the files section of the Dowsing and Energy Healing, or you can just Google it, is Letters to Robin. And I just taught an online course to 100 people. No, I first taught a live course to about 70 people at the Canadian Society of Questers conference last weekend. And I used that book, and it's called Letters to Robin. And it shows you how to use each one of the dowsing tools. So there's a section on how to use a pendulum, how to use an L rod, how to use a Y rod, how to ensure that you get good clear answers, and also has a really good dowsing chart. It's the same dowsing chart that I learned how to use with my primary teacher, which was Raymond Grace. So it's really a good thing to download. It's a great beginners. And of course, as I said to Josh, my bias, of course, is my own manual that I created, which is personal to planetary transformation, which is using dowsing to clear right from the personal to the global level. That's available right now for $97, and that course is an online course. It's got 8 hours of instruction, and it also includes more than a beginning dowsing course with $197. So you get everything for the month of October for $97. The links are in the Dowsing and Energy Healing Facebook group. It's a really incredible deal. It's my birthday is in October. It's on the 12th. So I thought I would offer the best deal possible. So if you're at that stage where you want to learn how to dowse, or you're learning worried about your quality control, or you want to start at the beginning and go all the way through the different modalities and learn to do dowsing, that's the best that I have to offer at the moment. All right, moving on here to other requests. So if you would like to phone in, toll free 1-866-369-7464. We're standing by to take your call. All right, I think we did with the Monday morning clearings. Let's just see if we did all that. No, we didn't. Okay, Monday morning clearings. There is all these addresses, and Wile E. Coyote has added an incredible amount of different requests, and so has May and Carol Quinn. And so let me just tell you that I'm going to do one dowsing clearing using the short form, including all the comments that are in the building clearing Monday requests. However, having said that, I really encourage each one of you, all 28 comments and all your requests, please head over to the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group, go to the Files section, and download the short clearing. And in the short clearing, you'll see that there's a set of brackets. In the brackets, write in the address of the property you want to clear, and then undertake that clearing for the property that you want to clear. Also, because there's 28 requests, if you did that for every single request that was also posted in the Building Clearing Monday, that would be helpful for helping everybody else, or to do it the way that I'm going to tell you how to do it, or words to that effect. So here goes. So I'm going to say, using my pendulum, and I'm spinning my pendulum counterclockwise, right? And I'm saying this this way. I, Tyson Bannigan, in my holy name, undertake the building clearing for all of the 28 requests on the Dowsing and Energy Healing closed Facebook group, and I undertake all the clearings for all the addresses that have been stated there, and I undertake this clearing to the multidimensional layers of reality and throughout all time, space, dimensions, both known or unknown, and we clear all geopathic stress that may be in and around or running through all those addresses. And we clear all non-beneficial energies that may be influencing these addresses in a non-beneficial way. And I undertake this clearing in my holy name, and I so be it, it is done. Thank you. Okay, so that's the short clearing that you can use. Also, there will be, because we just did a workshop on house clearing, there for $33 US. That will be posted as a course online in the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy, and it will be available within the next 24 hours. And there'll be 4 different methods of how to clear a house. So you can head over there and learn how to do those 4 different methods as well. So I want everybody to learn how to do this and teach everybody else. We want to have the multiplier effect. The more houses and more properties, more planet, all more neighborhoods, more countries, more that we clear, the better the planetary wellness will be. So I really encourage you to learn how to do this and teach other people how to do it. So that's how you go about and do that. So that's the house clearing for all the 28 people and the requests for the building clearing Monday. All right. So we're past the hour here for the 1 hour clearing, but I'll stand by if anybody wants to phone in right away, 1-866-369-7464, and get your question answered online. I'm standing by right now, and we're ready to take your call. And thank you all new members. Welcome to the group. There's 1,828 new members in the group. We're going to try and get it to 2,000. and spread the message. And please help each other clear and make this a better and more safer world to live in. All right. Thank you for attending the Healing Hour, whether you're listening to it live or after the fact. All these are posted in YouTube Academy YouTube, which you can Google the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy in Google, and you'll find all of these clearing calls, the Healing Hour, available for you. You can also click the link that's in the notes that will take you through the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy website page, and they're all there. And also 2 years or more of back calls are also there. You have access to all of them for $33 so a month. So that's another way to have it. So that would be an awful lot of, though that would be 52 weeks, that would be 100. And then there would be this, so there would be about 300 hours or more of clearing calls that would be available for you to access with all sorts of different topics. Some of them have notes that tell you what's in each one of the clearing calls. Some of them don't. So, but you'll be guided to choose which ones are appropriate for you. All right, so that's it. Bye for now. This is the Energy Detective. Tyson Bannigan signing off for now. See you next time, next week, at the Healing Hour every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And bye for now.